2016 marked an incredible, record-breaking year for the Indianapolis Airport Authority. Indianapolis International Airport received top honors this year, including Outstanding Customer Satisfaction for Medium Airports in the J.D. Power 2016 Airport Satisfaction Study.
The awards that we've won are not awards that we initially even set out to win. And although it's an honor and a privilege to be a part of an organization that continuously wins awards, we do it because it's the right thing to do. We do it because we're proud. We do it because that's the way IAA operates.
The most impactful accomplishment of the IAA is continuing to build public value for our community. And the proof is there.
IND also won the Condé Nast Traveler Reader's Choice Award, as over 300,000 travelers voted to make Indianapolis International the best in America for the third consecutive year. 114,000 travelers on TripAdvisor agreed, making IND their choice for favorite U.S. airport.
Our passengers are the ones that are really rating us. They're the ones that have determined that we have a great airport, that it's friendly, it's easy to get around.
Through a strategic focus on customer service, the IAA has continued to achieve excellence and foster a high-performing culture.
Getting to a #1 position and an award-winning position is one thing, but staying there is something completely different. So we listen to our customers and how we can make their experience better at IND.
Even before booking a flight, travelers will notice improved service throughout our newly updated, more user-friendly website.
Well, technology improves our customer service in a number of ways. We wanted to get the most important information as far as the passenger is concerned in their hands and exposed to them very easily. Easy access to flight information, easy access to parking information that will help you plan getting out here and getting through the terminal as quickly and as easily as possible.
Once at the airport, customers will see and feel the improvements they've requested.
Customers had a number of charging needs that weren't being fulfilled. So that allowed us to invest in charging stations, focusing on adding as much density as possible where the passengers are.
IND allows customers to stay connected throughout their journey, with even more charging stations and free internet at speeds worth writing home about. Through increased social media engagement, the IAA has been able to hear more customer concerns in 2016 than ever before.
One request that we've had through social media from our passengers are play areas. So our passengers come early, their children are looking for things to do. So now we've installed 2 children's play areas in both A and B concourses. They're actually aviation themed, and they see airplanes and they see markings. So as they grow up, it actually helps some of the children not be afraid to fly. So it's a win-win for the family, and it's a win-win for the community and the airport authority.
One of the things that we've heard is the demand for healthier options. So as we looked for healthier options, we went out and found a local woman-owned business operator who was already in the community operating a franchise called Nature's Table.
World-class employees and world-class training helped IND win Best Airport in North America from Airports Council International for the 5th time in 6 years.
How do you define world class? It's very difficult to measure, but it's very easy to see. And you come here to this airport and to this facility and you see the personnel and you see their dedication and you see it.
Our airport is something that we take pride in, and we use every opportunity to look for that little special something that will allow our customers to feel like they're important to us.
One shining example is one of our chauffeurs, Hafed Kamir, and Hafed was recognized this year through the Visit Indy Awards, where folks scour the city for hospitality workers who go above and beyond to represent the incredible city that Indianapolis is.
By working to become CALIA certified, our police department has elevated their standards to deliver the highest level of public safety services for all passengers and community members. IND will be many travelers' first interaction with Indiana, so we look to provide a strong sense of place for all taking off or touching down here.
The warm Hoosier welcome that we bring and helping to highlight the exciting things that we're doing is one of the really fun aspects of what we get to do here at Indy International.
With 2016 marking the 100th running of the Indy 500, IND welcomed guests with interactive experiences from the Speedway. And for the inaugural Red Bull Air Race, teams assembled their aircraft in the IND hangars.
We want to bring in all the areas and concepts around Indianapolis and Indiana that are key to the city to make sure that when our customers come to the Indianapolis Airport, they have that feeling that they are in the state of Indiana and Indianapolis, the city.
We are looking at ways to innovate, offering brands that are exciting, new, vibrant, driving the food scene in Indianapolis. Very representative of what the indie culture is bringing and why we are a world-class city.
A number of existing concessionaire and retail leases will expire in 2018, which will allow the IAA to refresh the commitment to local economic development. This year, the airport began a campaign of targeted community outreach to garner local participation to further transform this sense of place concept into reality.
We had meetings with all sorts of leaders in the community groups, and then asked them the question, what do you think should be in the airport? What do you see to be iconic? All of those types of things will be looked at as we evaluate what our sense of place is.
By focusing on long-term stability and sustainability, the IAA stresses innovative solutions to ensure the future of our facilities and our community.
People are why we're here. And as we think about the finance end of that, we're not just trying to maximize some short-term financial objective. We are looking at delivering a total public value. With
airline revenue up 11.5% and parking revenue up 8.5% due to passenger growth, the IAA total revenues will be more than $10 million greater than in 2015.
So the Indianapolis Airport Airline Use Agreement was a very key strategic effort last year, and it culminated in a new agreement that allowed the airport to increase, for our capital program, by 80% the funds that were available. And that 80% growth allow us to preserve, to do the right work at the right time on the right assets.
This year, $37 million was invested to maintain and preserve the IAA's assets, ensuring that our facility remains relevant, functional, and continues to evolve with our community.
We continue to find ways to improve our garage, both from a customer service standpoint and from asset preservation. We just finished a big portion of that, which is the building of a glass wall on the 5th floor.
Becoming more sustainable means more than finances at IND. Blue Indy, the electric car sharing program in Indianapolis, now has 20 cars at IND, providing passengers with even more sustainable options. IND installed water bottle filling stations this year, one in each concourse. By filling up 435 bottles a day and over 13,000 a month, together, we'll keep over 160,000 plastic bottles out of the trash this year.
The airport just received its airport carbon accreditation, which means that we're looking to find ways to help to reduce carbon emissions, be more energy efficient.
We also got the largest ZEV grant, or zero emission grant, in the country, and that's allowing us to purchase 6 new electric buses for our passenger fleet, and we're going to be adding even more electric buses beyond that. So that's enabled us to be more environmentally friendly. The grants end up translating into hundreds of good-paying jobs. Every time we can get more grants, it leads to construction projects, runway improvements, other things that need to be designed and need to be constructed. And so the federal grants are a very important part of what we do here.
Part of what we're trying to do is have a better facility for the community, for our travelers, for our business partners, and also have a larger economic impact in the area.
A new economic impact study reports that IND contributes over $5.4 billion to Marion County's GDP. That's over 22,000 jobs and over $2 billion in wages and benefits to Marion County. And for every $1 generated at IND, an additional $1 is generated elsewhere in central Indiana.
For growing cities and vibrant cities, having nonstop air service and connectivity to major markets, both domestically and internationally, is what helps take that city to the next level, and that's what we've been doing.
IND added 9 new important routes this year, now averaging 143 flights per day, with service to 43 nonstop destinations. The airport has seen a significant uptick in passengers and capacity throughout 2016. The low-cost carrier trio of Southwest, Allegiant, and Frontier continue to drive this growth. Low-cost carriers have added 18% more capacity out of IND. This represents 346,000 more seats available for purchase than last year. 2016 also came with the announcement of Alaska Airlines coming to IND.
Bringing Alaska Airlines and a nonstop flight into Seattle brings a direct connection into the tech community, which is one of our growth sectors. And as I talk to companies like Salesforce, having that type of connectivity is really looking to promote the new millennial workforce and the kinds of folks that sector really attracts and draws.
Indianapolis has been ranked as the #1 convention city in the country. Our nonstops are very important, and obviously that helps the convention planners select Indianapolis over other cities.
The Airport Authority philosophy of partnering with the surrounding community to serve and engage Central Indiana reached new heights this year.
The teamwork that we believe in here at the Airport Authority is not just internally with the IAA staff. We also work with those communities in which the airport has property and resides.
We have a parcel of land along the interstate. We call it parcel number 7. It's 130 acres of prime land right on the interstate, and we wanted to go to the community and ask them, what would you like to see there? And so we ended up hosting a series of 6 listening sessions, and obviously we're taking that into consideration as we decide next steps to move forward with that incredibly important parcel of land.
The Airport Authority and its employees supported a record number of community events outside the airport this year and hosted 53 community events, including the inaugural Soaring for Autism at IND.
Soaring for Autism is actually a great example of us being willing to partner with different entities here at the airport to respond to a special need from the community. We not only accomplish helping them, but I think it also hits home to us that there are people who deal with challenges on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, who giving a little extra effort to can ease that challenge.
This and other events help create lasting memories and foster positive relationships that will endure for years to come. Staff understands when we say community, that means everyone. From employees to passengers, the Airport Authority welcomes all.
We coach, we counsel, we work with employees to continue that message that we're here to service the community, and everything that we do should be incorporated into that.
This year, IND took steps to create a safer, more capable community environment. More than 100 first responders, IAA staff, airport personnel, and participants from more than 30 greater Indianapolis area organizations took part in a full-scale emergency training exercise.
What we do here as a community, we try to offer educational experiences as you come through the airport.
A hands-only CPR kiosk was installed this year, and over 4,000 people completed the American Heart Association certification program.
One of our police officers had used this, and it was just several days later that we had a passenger that had heart failure, and he saved a life by utilizing that training. It shows me that anything we do can enhance public safety and save lives.
The airport has an unprecedented record with 16 out of 17 years of FAA safety excellence and keeping our air facilities safe and secure. The IAA was recognized for its commitment to inclusion with multiple awards celebrating accessibility, diversity, and leadership.
The staff here really do represent an award-winning facility. We have a very diverse staff of employees, and that really represents the customers that we serve here at the IAA.
This commitment extends beyond employees to the IAA's Supplier Diversity Initiative.
Supplier diversity is all about the level of diversity and inclusion of giving opportunities to small, minority, women, and veteran-owned businesses. So having a supplier diversity where we're giving varied ideas, varied concepts, varied best practices, not only gives us the opportunity to grow businesses, but to give that level of economic impact back into the community.
The $14.8 million spent with certified diverse businesses is a major factor in the IAA providing world-class service to our growing diverse customer base.
Small business is very important to us. The smaller jobs actually allow us to broaden the base, give opportunities to many different segments of the community.
There's a lot of strategic pillars that we look at. We look at our community, we look at the economic impact of this place. We look at customer service. We also look at financial and environmental stability, but it all boils down to one basic thing. making sure that we continue to increase the public value of this facility, because in reality, it belongs to the public. This is the community's airport.